Welcome, Sagittarius. This is going to be a reading for 2020. It is going to be a general reading, and it will cover all aspects of your life, all right? This will be for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Particularly the Sun and the Rising sign, okay? Keep in mind that all messages may not resonate. We are reading for a broad collective, all right? But without further ado, let's jump into the reading, all right? This is going to be for Sagittarius, and we're going to be asking what spiritual insight we can gain in the month of March. All right, what spiritual insight can we gain for Sagittarius in the month of March? Hangman comes out. What spiritual insight can we gain for Sagittarius in the month of March? So Sagittarius, we're in Pisces season. You're a fire sign. All right, if you do have some fire in your chart, if you do have some water in your chart, then this season will be a little bit easier for you to navigate. But overall, I feel like Sagittarius is a strong-willed individual, and they can get through anything. The retrogrades are very easy for them to get through as well. I do see that with the Hangman coming out here just out of nowhere, that you're having a light bulb moment, Sagittarius. This is sort of a moment where things come to clarity. Things sort of fall into place for you, and you start to understand something that has been evading your consciousness for a very long time. It resembles an individual being stuck in a cycle and finding a way to break the change and finding a way to ultimately escape their own ego. All right, Sagittarius. First card of the reading, we have Judgment. And then we have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Eight of Cups, followed by Temperance. All right, so we have three major arcana cards coming out right off the bat for you, Sagittarius, as the overall energy, the Hangman, and we do have the Judgment and the Temperance on each side of the first four cards, and we have two eights in the middle. So you are on the verge of you've been on an exploration, Sagittarius. You have been on a sort of journey, right, to find what has been missing in your life. And it might be love, because this individual is going out to find the missing cup, this missing emotional connection. And if it is, you are steadfast in wanting that, in fire-like passion, all right? And we do have the Judgment and Temperance on each side, representing that it is going to be a very strong change for you in the month of March. And I feel like you are starting to pick up the pace on where you're going and how you're going to get there, whether it's finding a relationship or whether it is bringing a new life to your career or starting a new business. But ultimately, I do know that the angels have your back here. As you can see, both of these pictures, there's angels and they're watching over you. All right? And there's a trumpet also looks like a cup, and this person right here with the angel has the cup, and is a very good indication that you are able to transmute energy, and you are being judged. So I feel like you're being judged for your good work, Sagittarius. You've been putting in work. You've been doing certain things internally. You've been trying to find yourself on a deeper level. And I see that the fast-moving energy right here, that you've been at night more so reflecting on your life and where you want to go and how you're going to get there. Spirit definitely wants you to know that you are being watched over. You are definitely guided. You are definitely, you can feel safe with your journey and where you are going. All right? This doesn't come out often on the ends of 2 8s like that. So, and an 8 is a very good card, all right? 7 comes out, and a lot of 7s are indecision and things of that sort, but you know what you want now, and the angels got your back, and you are moving forward to accomplish that. All right? And I do think that it might be a love situation that you are looking for, or maybe a reestablishment of a connection that once was. But there is something that that is there for you, and you don't have to venture off too far to find it. All right? I definitely see here that you should also be doing daily prayers. You should be worshiping God. You should understand that you are God as well, incarnate. Just understand that you're being watched over. As you can see, we have individuals here praying, worshiping, being thankful, grateful. That's the theme of this card more so. And once you can embody that grateful feeling, and then you start moving forward with that positive energy and understanding that with all faith, with faith in the Creator, with faith in all things, you can move forward fast, and you will find the missing link. And here with the Temperance card, it's showing us that you are able to transmute this negative past that you have into positivity. So there's a lot going on for you in the month of March, Sagittarius. There's a death of an old relationship, possibly, or this is a death of a characteristic in your ego that was holding you back, that was detrimental, that was keeping you stuck. This has now come to the end of its cycle, and it is now died. It has now died, and from death comes rebirth. So I think they are watching over you in this aspect of your life, and they are understanding the transitions that you are going through, and they understand that this is a very incremental and very powerful moment in your life, and you need to feel the presence of higher spirit watching you, and you need to make that connection with God, because this will help you get through these emotional roller coasters that will come with this cyclical change. And here we have the Hierophant. It's another very, very spiritual card, and it's asking you for your worship, for you to understand, for you to really know that there are higher beings in this world. There are spiritual hierarchies, just like there are hierarchies in our physical realm. There are hierarchies in the spiritual realm as well. And with this understanding, they want you to understand that with consequences, there are consequences for things that you do here on this earth. You know, and the same goes when you enter the spiritual realms. there is a consequence for things that you do down here, all right? Lesser, to a lesser degree, because you forget all things, and there's a lot of forgiveness because we understand what we're entering into. But my message that I want to get to you, and the message that Spirit wants to get to you, is to reconnect with that spiritual side to you. Reconnect with prayer daily, gratitude daily, because then this cycle could really manifest into such a beautiful thing for you. And we do see here with the Six of Swords that, yeah, you might be moving on from a relationship. If this is the case, the angels are giving you strength, okay? And they ask for you to really pray and understand why this is happening. Certain things do not happen in the time frame you want. They happen in the time frame that God wants, because ultimately He has the master plan, and for you to really push forward, get to where you want to go, and or leave a situation which also takes you in a direction that will bring you to a new land, a new land of opportunity, a new land of vision, a new land of commitment, love, and spirituality and strength. All of this comes from the death in this cycle of March for you, Sagittarius. And then we also have the Seven of Wands, which is showing that, yeah, there are spiritual manifestations that come from your thoughts that are attacking you, and it might be you know, 6 against 1, but you must understand that one person who is connected is stronger than 1,000 who aren't. And these things that aren't connected, they're not connected, but you know what? They're very powerful, and you have to be aware of that. And so you have the upper hand here, and how you are going to use it is up to you, Sagittarius, but ultimately you are blessed. You are blessed, all right? I want to get a message from the archangels, especially for this reading, since it came across so spiritual. Let's see what they have to say, all right? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. What spiritual insight can you give us for Sag in the month of March of 2020? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. What spiritual insight can you give us for Sagittarius in the month of March, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising? It says here, we have the Page of Raphael. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding love or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. The Page is a messenger, all right? So, if it is a relationship that, and we have another angel here, right, watching over you, okay? So, if it is another relationship that you are, it seems like this lady is alone, right? And maybe she was left, or you know, whatever the case may be, she's lonely. She is seeking counsel. And what I can say is that from death comes rebirth. From darkness there comes light. So I want you to understand that there is a better, more fruitful, more abundant time coming for you. And it is coming very quickly, because this cycle is ending. This cycle of being stuck, right? Because you have this light bulb moment, all right? And that's your intuitive insight that's correlated with the Hangman here. So although your world might have been turned upside down, you need to really keep that gentle, loving, open-hearted part of you in order to bring more peaceful and beautiful manifestations to life. This is a huge spiritual shift for you in the month of March, and I hope nothing but the best for you. So just stay strong and enjoy the ride, guys, because it's not the journey. The dream is the journey. It's not the destination, all right? So I want to leave you with that. If you do like this reading, please subscribe, comment, like. It really helps me out to continue doing these readings. Other than that, I just want to say tune in next month, and God bless.